by God on this earth, the best thing you can give to man is education. That is why I stand to the fact today to tell you about advocacy. And we are dealing with our civil society organization. If you have never heard, Promisedland Community Health and Development Association. Brocoida is a public factor that brings about advocacy in education. Brocoida also involves Promisedland Advocacy Academy, where we are able to teach people to know, not to produce, not to create. We are able to teach people to know, to have knowledge, to have intelligence, to have wisdom. We are able to bring people to know that God's creation exists, not like to contradict God's creation, but to make them know that Jesus, that whatsoever was created exists. In Promised Land Advocacy Academy, we deal with what? We're teaching you knowledge to have knowledge. We are advocating for people to have education, to be educated, for people to have more knowledge about what they are, what they're doing, and what they are for. Education is part of life. Education is the whole reality of life. If you love education, you love your life. Not to talk of if you have God, your life is complete. When God gave me this vision, it was like a dream. But I started seeing my life into it. Many people started being jealous of me because I was so much in love with education. Even from the beginning, when I was still small, my father has been the ground foundation of my education. Why? Not because he taught, not because he sent me to school, not because he paid me or he was there to pay me financially. No, my father has been the foundation of education. Why? Because everything around my father is education. You must learn something. You should be educated for something. You should be educated for something, or something will be educated by you. At home, my father teaches me. In the farm, my father teaches me. But many of you at home, when your parent teaches you, you look at it, you say it is immoral. You say it is boring. You say this is neglection. You say this is punishment. No. We are advocating. I am standing the gap between the government and the community to make the community know that education is the best. Education is not only the key to success, it is success alone. It is success. Many of us today, we are jealous of our brothers who have made it in education and having high rank PhDs and masters. Many of us are jealous because we see others doctors, because we see other nursing. Do you want to change that standard? Be educated. Go to school. School doesn't mean that if you don't have a finance to pay yourself to school, look for a way to go to school. Look for a way to be educated in one thing to the other. Education is important. If you love yourself, you love education. If you look at the chapters that are involved in our lives, we see that every day-to-day activities we learn. It is because God has given us that wisdom and intelligence to utilize it. Many of us have become fools and useless in our community because our community look at us and say we are supposed to be educated, but we have become drunkard, we have become smoker. But I'm advocating to you who is a smoker. If you love your life, if you want to be better, if you want to see people looking up to you, today is the day. Make that decision to join us, to join Promised Land Advocacy Academy. Once you join Promised Land Advocacy Academy, what you are suffering for, we teach you how to come out of it. We teach you how to come out of it. We don't bring you out. We teach you how to come out. We give you knowledge to utilize. Promised Land Advocacy Academy teaches you what you need to know, not what you need to produce. Yes, in Brocoida, in our civil society organization, we are able to train people. We are able to talk about how to produce savons, how to produce omo, how to create things on your own. Even computer training, we are able to educate you. But what we give you is knowledge. We don't give you skills. The skills are in you. So you need knowledge to produce the skills. Without knowledge, your skills will be dormant. That's why many of us are smokers and our skills are dormant. If you want your skills to come to life, if you want your talent to come to life, join us in Promised Land Advocacy Academy. We advocate for you. We educate you to become more. When you become more educated, that is when your skills come out, your talents come out. Then you produce to the population. When you produce to the population now call you useful. The community now call you useful. You were a useless person. Now you become useful. The government now can use you. If the government can use you, therefore you become more important to the society, to the community, to the population, to yourself and to your family. And you become more important to God. And remember, you cannot change from a useless person to a useful person if you don't believe in yourself. And if you don't have a single truth or sincerity in yourself. You must be sincere to become an advocate. You must be sincere to become educator. You must be sincere for people to look up to you. I remember when I was in school, a vocational training school, where I was trained as a medical laboratory technologist. And in that, many people thought that was where I started with them. But when as I was an advocate in my mind, I started learning and increasing my knowledge. And I went to study nursing, I went to study other things, and I was increasing in my knowledge and in all departments of the field of health. And many other colleagues, they look at me and say, hey, this man is lying. This man is like that. They started calling me names. My name become a talk of a top of topic in their groups. They become criticizing. They become what they want, what they want to talk, what they want to say. But because you love knowledge, because you love education, you can make a difference in your society. Even people who are jealous of you will congratulate you. Even people who are gossiping your name will one day look at you and say, wow, don't mind them. So you are not educated. It is time for you to join. You have to join Promisedland Advocacy Academy, where you learn what you need to know. You learn what you need to know. If you are an illiterate, Promisedland Advocacy Academy make you to become illiterate. If you are a school dropout, that is not the end of your life. You come to Promisedland Advocacy Academy, it teaches you where you ended, and it starts from there, and it teaches you where you are going to go. Promisedland Advocacy Academy is a tool for government, because we bring people out of their foolish way into their useful way, their useless way into their useful way. Drunkards are to be changed once they are educated. When they're educated to know that using money in this type of a way will demoralize and will bring family down, they will be trained upstairs and they will know what to do when using money. Even smokers, these young people, the youth are brainwashing. They have devilish mind. But when you come to Promisedland Advocacy Academy, they teaches you your lifestyle and you get knowledge and you live a wonderful life. To make biscuit is not something to be stronger than you. To make drinks is not something to be stronger than you. To manufacture things in life is not something stronger than you. To become more intelligent is not something stronger than you. Many of our words today, what we know, that PhD is the end of education. No. Doctorate degree in that is the end. No, let me tell you, education goes beyond doctorate degree. So let me tell you something. There's what we call the beyond school. The beyond school is after doctorate degree. And the certificate that you have after the beyond school is more than the doctorate degree. And we call it the BDA. The BDA is a particular degree that you obtain after your series of doctorate degree. And when you obtain this, you become the source of production in countries. And that is why you see manufacturing industries are implanting and investing in particular communities. Why? Because there is a deduce and factors that bring them to produce these particular things you need. You that are consuming, you need to be educated. When you are educated, you forget what you used to consume. Now you produce yours. Education is the key. And God is the life. If you put in your mind to love God forever as you exist, put also in your mind to be educated every day. Once you are educated, my brother, my sister, nobody can challenge you. Nobody can challenge you. If you are illiterate in class 1, don't think class 1 will make you not to go to class 4 or class 5, class 6. No, all you need is to focus in whatsoever you are doing. Be educated to know something. It can be computer. Be educated to know the environment. When I was with my parents, I am always educated. Why? Mama, how do they plan this? They teach me. How do you use this? They teach you. Be an advocate person in your life. Be somebody who wants to be educated. Be somebody who learn to be educated. Be somebody who need to be educated. So in everything, behave and focus. I tell you, you are smoking today. Ask yourself, if it happens to end, where will your time of consumption goes to? The time you have wasted smoking, and lavishing your life on useless things instead of making useful for yourself. What if you took a week and you learn geography? What if you took a week and you learn how to do irrigation? What if you took a week and you learn how to produce good road in your community? What if you took a week and you learn how to dig good borders? What if you took a week and you learn how to calculate things? If opportunity shows up, they will call you. I'm talking to you. If opportunity shows up, they will call you. So follow and join. Come and register. Promisedland Advocacy Academy teaches you all that you need to know. And when you know and when you are educated, you produce to the society. You produce to your family. You produce to the people. Knowledge needs to be educated. You need to have knowledge by education. If you are not educated, you will not have knowledge. Even people, your parents, even when they were not educated, they still teaches you things that were good to use for yourself in your homes. They teaches you to wash dishes. Wash dishes. When you wash it dirty, they will tell you that they're dirty. When you wash them clean, they will tell you that they're clean. That is how the classroom is. When you're inside the class, when you write an exam, you fail, the teacher simply means you did it wrong. When you write the exam and pass, the teacher simply means you did it right. So you need to be educated. Don't lavish your life today and ends up tomorrow criticizing people. Don't bother if your parents are poor or rich. All you need to do is to focus. You need to know. Know. Choose something. Or if you don't know how to choose, come to Promisedland Advocacy Academy. Register now. Register now. Oh, contact me. Contact. We have scientists. We have specialists that will attend to you. People that will attend to you and counsel you on what you are going to choose. You, a drunkard, you, a bad behavior child of your parents, you need to turn and get education. Turn and get education. Once you have knowledge, people will bow before you. It is not knowledge to have doctorates, to have doctoral degrees, to have PhD, to have a master's. No, knowledge to know. When you know the road, even the doctorate degree people, they cannot compare with you. So learn to know one thing. Learn to know one thing. And that is why in everything that we do, everybody is having his or her own skill and talent. It is your turn to turn around. Let people call you my boss instead of you calling them boss. Let people come for you for solution instead of you going to them for solution. Join Promisedland Advocacy Academy and your life will turn around. Remember, we are advocating that if you are not educated, you join education. Learn what you need to know to make Cameroon the best place, to make your country the best place, to make your community the best place. Learn what you need to know. Don't lavish yourself because you are not you don't have money to go to school and you are stealing, you are running up and down and stealing people's things in their farms. No. Make a decision. Promisedland Advocacy Academy. It is not your registration that matters. It is your knowing, your knowledge that you receive that matters. Before you leave Promisedland Advocacy Academy, you will be educated in more than 10 skills of your intelligence. So, my dear brothers and sisters, you are my friend. Every day I am encouraging myself. I grow higher. I learn. I go to different educations. I study outside. Education has been so simple this time. Internet is everywhere. Most of us use internet for nonsense. We use internet for useless things. But make sure before you go to useless things, one day learn something. One day learn something. Or if not, spend the whole day learning. I go to different educational systems. India, Europe, Australia, France. I go to America, California. I go to all the Canadian studies websites. I involve myself. I registered. I start studying to have diplomas, to have different knowledge of different educations. And I involve myself. I have so many online educational certificates. I am graduated. I am satisfied. But I have not stopped. I have not stopped. I continue going ahead to be advocating for education. I continue going ahead to be educated in the things I don't know. When I discover I finish the course of this today, and after the exam we write, and if I fail, I will still repeat. But if I pass, I am graduated. I got my certificate. And remember, online studying is so cheap now because once you end your examination and once the examination is, they will give you a date of certification. And after you have paid online, your certificate is being produced online. And you download your certificate, which can be used when needed. Even if you don't need it, or even if people don't need it, but you can use it. You have gotten the knowledge, you can teach others now. Promisedland Advocacy Academy is the tool for your life to change. Is the tool for your life to become a witness to success, a witness to knowledge, a witness to your personal growth. That's very important. That's very important. Many of us today, we spend all our money in internet doing other content creations. Is your content creation a particular knowledge? That's why many people fail out. Many people are focused on making money. But are you focused on making knowledge? Are you focused on making knowledge? Many people are focused on making money, but are you focused on making knowledge? Remember, before you have knowledge, your heart must be sincere and true. It must be sincere, truthful, and accept the belief. So without these four things, your knowledge will be incomplete. If you are willing to study abroad, international online certification, website, Promisedland Advocacy Academy can teach you to know a lot of websites or a lot of places or a lot of things you need to learn. Don't sit in the house, oh, I have my bachelor's degree. You want to compare with me? Don't sit in the house and you look at me doing these things and you start criticizing. Is that not this doctor that was having degree and now he's having masters? No. I'm growing more than you. You need to prove me right. I'm growing more than you, or you prove me wrong. Not everybody sleeps. Even if it is night, even while sleeping, I still study. Encourage yourself and stay away from smoking, stay away from drinking, stay away from bad behaviors, stay away from stealing people things. Encourage yourself to be useful to any organization you find yourself, any community you find yourself. Make government proud of you. Make the government proud of you. Even if the government doesn't know you, but once you grow the community, you develop the community, the government become part of your reality. Advocate and change life. All we need from the youth, from children, all children growing, they need to know. Every child, every youth, every adult has a promise in life. That's why our motto in our civil society organization, Procreator, our motto is every life has a promise. And if every life has a promise, therefore means that everybody has a skills that need to be educated. People call you dull or foolish in your compound, not because you are not educated, but because you do things as if you don't have sense, or you do things as if you have not gone to school. I remember they have once called me like that. They have once prescribed me like that. Everybody. But I took the step. If I discover people say I'm foolish, I will look at the part where I'm foolish and make it useful. People say you are a drunkard. Look at the part where they say you are a drunkard. Make it useful. Turn away from drinking and make it instead. Start producing something people will call you useful man. Hallelujah. So remember, everything ends up with God. If you love God, everything you plan, this knowledge will enter and remain. God is the only solution of absorbing something and it ends. If you want your life to absorb knowledge in everything you do, put God first. In your life, put God first. Put God first. So join us in Promisedland Advocacy Academy. Join us in Promisedland Community Health and Development Association. Join us today and let us walk this journey together. Remember, every life on earth has a promise. My name is Kofi Promise Eza Mbong. I give you knowledge. I don't give you products. I give you knowledge. Once you have knowledge, you can now become what you want. What you want. Don't listen to hypocrisy. Listen to knowledge. And then follow God for the rest of your life. And you will see your life will be perfect in future. I love you all. We'll meet again in our next script.